pass now, lobs it up over the middle, and it's picked off by Jared Bell at the 25. He circles back around, cuts the field, running at the 30, cuts left at the 35, at the 40, at the 45-yard line, under the 50, inside Cats territory! And the second turnover of the game by Arizona. And for Jared Bell, his third interception of the season.
Hi again, and welcome to the Buffalo Stampede. I'm Mark Johnson of 850 KOA Radio, your play-by-play voice of the Buffs. While as the weather is turning, the bubble becoming more of a practice home for Colorado as we come to you from inside the bubble today as Colorado gets ready for the game against UCLA this weekend. And joining us, coming off the loss this past weekend for the Colorado Buffaloes, safety Jared Bell, as the Buffs dropped that contest to Arizona this past week. And Jared, that was a contest I know you guys were really focused on. Obviously, getting back into Pac-12 conference play, you wanted to win, and it was a ball game that really for the half you guys were very competitive, but didn't turn out your way. Things got away from you guys in the second half.
Yes, sir. Yeah, things did get away from us in the second half. We were playing well in the first, but they came out in this new formation for us, and it was tough for us to adjust for it, and we just didn't make plays in the second half as we should have.
44-20 was the final. The Wildcats over the Buffaloes. Really a turning point. As close as that game was, it's 13-10 in the first half late. You give up a touchdown. Yes. Offense goes out, goes 3 and out. Give up a touchdown. That was kind of felt like really the turning point of that contest.
Yeah, I mean, but we can't get down on that. It's up to the defense to make stops. You know, there's going to be momentum shifts in the game throughout the game, so we got to come out and just continue to make plays and get the momentum back in our favor whenever we can.
What was the message at halftime from Coach McIntyre and the staff?
Just we got to get back to our fundamentals. You know, you got to do what the coaches are asking of us, and then the plays will come. It will come to us.
You've been around here for a while. In fact, you got to the Buffaloes when the Big 12 was still the conference that the Buffaloes are in. The Pac-12 has become such an offensive conference. Talk a little bit about facing these high-powered and very multiple offenses game in and game out in this league.
Yeah, it's fun. You know, for me as a DB, I get to run around, I get to fly, more opportunities for me to catch the ball as a DB. So it's fun with from the shift from the Big 12 to the Pac-12, from the Big 12 to the Pac-12.
How about going into that ball game? Kadeem Carey was really the focus. The nation's leading rusher, in fact, for Arizona, came in averaging 161 yards per ball game. You guys held him to 119, but B.J. Denker kind of got away from you guys a little bit.
Yeah, we did. We weren't expecting that from him. You know, he put on a great performance, and he played his butt off, so we got to tip our hats off to him because our main focus was to stop the run with Kadeem Carey, but the quarterback came out and played a good ball game. You know,
this may seem like a simplistic question. I don't mean it to be. When you're so focused on that tailback all the time and stopping him, is it easier maybe to lose track of somebody else in the field?
Oh, yes, definitely, because, all your focus is going on to one thing, and you forget what's going on around you. So, it put us in a bind during the game.
And the secondary was very active in that ball game, I guess, as a result of what they were doing offensively. Yourself, Parker Orms, a number of guys were involved in a lot of plays.
Yes, me and Parker, we came up and made a lot of tackles, and I mean, sometimes we got to do that. So it's part of our job description.
How about the conversation and communication between you guys on the field, the safeties out there? You guys are making a lot of calls, are you not? Talk a little bit about the communication you have to have and the knowledge that you guys have to make sure everyone's lined up properly.
Yeah, it's big, because a lot of things lie on our shoulders with the corners and the nickels and the safeties. If we make a mistake, it's going to cost us. So it's important that all 5 of us are on the same page going out throughout each and every play.
Kind of take a bit of leadership on yourself this year. You're a junior, athletically speaking, for the Buffaloes right now. Do you look at yourself as a leader and kind of take responsibility for some of those young guys out there?
I try. I'm not much of a vocal leader, but I try to lead by example in the practice field, in the game, and in the classroom, throughout campus, and everywhere else.
Defensively, who's the most vocal guy out there for you guys?
Derek Webb, Paul Vigo,
yeah.
Chidera Uzo-Deribe.
Okay.
Those are the 3 vocal leaders. Yes,
Parker
sir.
seems to me like the kind of guy that probably isn't saying a whole lot. He's just trying to lead by actions as
well.
Yeah,
he's definitely a guy that leads by actions, and he plays good throughout every week, so we follow in his footsteps.
How about the Buffaloes this week? You're on the road against UCLA. In essence, you're from the L.A. area, Ontario, which is inland there, but you're heading back to the same part of the country you're from, playing against the UCLA Bruins. Fun going back and having family members be able to come and see the game?
Oh, yes. Actually, my family and I, we're originally from Pasadena, so the Rose Bowl is home for us. So it's gonna be big for me, but it's also big for our team. We got to go out and get a Pac-12 win for us.
How about the challenge of facing UCLA? Very good football team. Brett Hundley might be as talented a quarterback as there is in this league.
Yeah, great. He's a great player, phenomenal player, and we got to find ways to stop him, and that's what it's going to come down to.
So as the Buffaloes sit here now at 3-4, you guys still have hopes of getting to 6 victories.
Oh, yes.
Talk about the focus and what's the message of this team moving forward.
Oh, yes, definitely. We're not down and out. We got to make magic happen in these last couple games. So we believe we can do it, and that's what it's going to take. We got to believe in ourselves.
How about Jared Bell academically? What are you studying? What do you hope to be doing at some point after football, whenever that might be?
I don't know. I graduate in December, and I still have another season left. So I have a semester and a half. So I don't know I'm still debating right now if I start a master, start a new major, get a minor. I'm up in the air right now.
Well, what's the degree going to be in here, Sean?
I graduate in sociology right now.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Any thoughts about what that might lead you to?
I actually want to be a police officer.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nice. Let's see if he can handcuff the Bruins this weekend, huh?
Yes,
As
sir.
Buffalo's take on the UCLA Bruins at the Rose Bowl. Hey, thanks for being with us. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
All right. Junior safety Jared Bell from Ontario, California, heading back to Southern California. So Buffalo's take on UCLA this weekend. By the way, you can join us for our radio broadcast. We'll hit the air at 3:05 with the Buffalo Stampede. Our network affiliates pick up at 4:05, and then the kickoff between the Buffs and the Bruins at 5:30. Remember, for all things Buffaloes, check out CU Buffs TV at CUBuffs.com. For Jared Bell, I'm Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us here on the Stampede. Right now, for more in Colorado, let's check in with BG Brooks.
Hi, this is BG Brooks with CUBuffs.com. If you're a CU football coach, and I'm talking about the head coach and his assistants, or if you're one of the Buffs' 6 captains, you're headed into a month that's going to test your mettle. Last week at this time, we outlined the best-case scenario for the Buffs reaching a bowl game for the first time since 2007. Unfortunately, it hinged on beating Arizona, and that didn't happen. It could have, but we don't have enough time to recap why it didn't. Let's just say that the 44-20 loss left Mike McIntyre more disappointed than he's been since arriving in Boulder. Arizona wasn't of the same caliber as CU's first 3 conference opponents, Oregon State, Oregon, and Arizona State. But the Wildcats vividly showed the gap that still exists between the Buffs and the Pac-12 middle-tier teams. CU was fundamentally flawed against Arizona, allowing quarterback B.J. Dinker to produce a personal highlight film mainly because of missed tackles and defenders being out of position. But we digress. When the schedule was announced, a 5-game November figured to be a rugged month for the Buffs. But the degree of difficulty has been amplified for this team's leadership. The lopsided manner in which CU has lost its first 4 Pac-12 games feels uneasily like 2012, when November produced the final 4 of an 8-game losing streak. This November opens with a trip to UCLA this weekend, followed by a visit to Washington. Both upcoming opponents feature quarterbacks every bit as mobile and offenses every bit as potent as Arizona's. McIntyre, his coaches, and the team captains have effectively kept the Buffs focused and practicing well through the season's first half. They'll be challenged to keep it going and keep improving through a challenging month. This is BG Brooks. You can read my Buffs coverage on CUBuffs.com.